Got everything I need. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Wayne. We back in the building with another YouTube video. Hold on, I'm just trying to make sure everything's straight. You know what I mean? 1 second. And we finna get this pot of balloon of find love going with these goofy ass people. Anyway.
Yeah, you have to read this story.
Bro, they getting goofier and goofier. I swear they getting goofier and goofier every... I don't even know, bro. They just getting goofier and goofier to me. Anyway, hold on. Alright, so that's good. The volume is good. Let me just pull this up. Oh, one thing. I need to check the replay buffer. The replay buffer is on so we can get shorts out of it. Yes, sir.
You ugly motherfucker.
Let me full screen that and then bam. Alright, so we in there.
Single ladies. Hi, ladies. You ladies ready? Okay, let's bring in our single gentleman. Hello.
How you doing?
Good. Okay, let's start with you giving them your name, your age, and your occupation.
My name is Wiggin. My age is 37, and I'm a truck driver.
You ugly motherfucker. You ugly motherfucker.
Okay, you do have a few pop balloons. Let's find out why the ladies popped.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna cut it, bruh. That ain't gonna cut the mustard, bruh.
Yeah, you have to read this story.
They don't care that you're a truck driver, bruh. They said, nah, we ain't doing that.
You ugly motherfucker.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you give us your name, your age, and your occupation?
My name is Haja, and I'm 31. I'm a pharmacy tech.
And why did you pop your balloon?
Because you're a truck driver, it means you're not going to be around a lot. So I'm kind of a clingy person. I need my man next to me.
Well, you know, in truck driving, you have over-the-road people, and you also have local.
True.
Yeah.
Are you local?
Yeah.
How many hours do you usually drive? Like, is it per day? Do you leave and come back? Or do you leave for a couple of
Got a
days?
nice
So,
big
like
cup
10 to
full of
12
brew.
hours a day. Same thing at what a nurse would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, other than that, other than him being a truck driver, is he all right?
Yeah. I could take that.
What makes him your type?
I mean, he seems like a gentleman, and yeah, I mean, I guess.
Okay, is she your type?
Yeah, she chocolate. You know, I like chocolate, though.
Okay. Can you give us your name, your age, and your occupation?
My name is Beverly. I'm 32. I'm a speech pathology assistant.
Okay, and why did you pop?
We know each other.
How do y'all know each other?
My man got one of his previous hoes up here, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to read this story.
Let's see how they know each other.
Ex?
No, never made it
doubt.
there.
Oh, y'all dated before.
Can't even say that.
Exactly.
Hit me. Hit me. You can't do it.
Nah, they know each other. It's all good, you know what I mean? Wait, just leave it there. Don't press the issue. He knocked her down. It is what it is. Just don't press the issue. You know what I mean? Please don't. Let them vibe out. You know what I mean, my man? My man got away with that one, but
Gone on dates.
Yeah.
This is awkward.
It's very awkward. Yeah.
That's life, man.
Okay. Your name, your age, and your occupation?
Knowledge. I'm a licensed cosmetologist.
You ugly motherfucker. Ain't nothing worse than a smart dumb nigga.
so your name, I mean, shout out to you. You know what I mean? You got the watermelon season in the winter, you know what I mean? So shout out to you, ma'am. But how your name Knowledge and you work a whole job not being knowledgeable? Hold on, let me go back.
Your name, your age, and your occupation.
Knowledge. I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I'm 42.
Okay. And why'd you pop Miss Knowledge?
Because he went on a date with the lady standing next to me.
You didn't know that until, well, I don't know. I can't say. They are standing next to each other. She could have said, I popped because I went on a date with him. But you didn't know that. You know what I mean? You just came out. He said what he did for a living, and then y'all pop. Unless she told you, you don't know. So don't be
I
up
am
here,
a man that like women, so
Me and her are going to be hanging out more after the show.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're kind of like friends now. So.
Before you found that out, was he your type?
Yes.
Okay. And what made him your type?
He's handsome.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you might have missed your blessing because you're talking to somebody else now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is.
Is she your type?
Yeah, she got chocolate. She got that, everything going on. Yeah.
She busting out the seams, I tell you. She drank all her protein growing up. That's for shit show.
You have to read this story.
Okay. Your name, your age, and your occupation.
Hi, I'm Dawn. I'm 41. I'm a pharmacy tech.
Okay.
Okay. And why did you pop your balloon?
She got the Shaka Khan hairdo.
No.
He's shorter and I don't trust truck drivers. I just don't fool with him. But that's not nothing against you.
Yeah.
Very handsome, nice fellow.
Yeah.
The shoes, cute. Kind of threw me
My
off.
Vans.
I don't know.
I mean, I dig the swag, but you know what I mean? She just, I don't know. She doesn't know the shoes. They are kind of red. They popping a little bit. But I mean, it is what
Maybe
it
the
is.
way they laced up or something. But it's just, but you might be nice for somebody.
Yeah.
Just not
I feel
my
you.
style.
Okay. Is she your type?
No, not really.
Why not she? Not?
It's just not my type. You know what I'm saying? She don't give me that wild effect. Like, I need them butterflies. You know what I'm saying? That's what I need. I need them butterflies. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you do have some. Okay, you have one pop balloon here. Can you give your name, your age, and your occupation?
My name is Michelle. I'm 32 and I'm a nurse. You're very handsome. However, you're too short. So that's the only reason why I popped.
That's crazy.
Ugly
Well, you know what I'm saying?
motherfucker.
It depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for your forever, and if your forever was a short person, you know what I'm saying?
My forever would never be short.
Hey, you never know.
You ugly motherfucker.
Your forever will never be short. How do you know that, man? You currently don't have a forever. How your forever tall? All the tall dudes you done came across, you still ain't found your forever.
You have to read this story.
Come on, shawty. You don't know what your forever gonna be. You know what I mean? Nobody knows what they forever gonna be. You know what I mean? Your forever could be a dope fiend.
No.
A recovering dope fiend. Your forever could have rotten teeth in the back. You don't know. Talking about your forever. Goofy.
God created them in whole different packages for you now. I'm just putting a little sauce on you.
That's fair.
That's it.
Bruh, don't say you putting sauce on it, because these bras don't know. They don't. Bruh.
We got some dumbass motherfuckers floating around this country. Dumbass motherfuckers, you know?
You know what I mean? They not about to pick up what you putting down. You know what I mean? But it is what it is.
You
Is she
beautiful
your
though.
type?
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, I like that. She give me them butterflies. You know what I'm saying? What I'm talking about? Yeah. That's what you gotta have. You feel me? Mm-hmm.
Okay. Your name, your age, and your occupation?
I'm Crazia, and I'm a flight attendant and social worker.
Okay.
And why did you pop?
I popped because I heard you say that you like, I guess, someone that's wild. I'm not really wild, so more chill and calm. So, yeah.
He didn't say he liked somebody wild.
Yeah.
He said he wanted the wild.
The wild, like
factor.
The wild.
Ain't nothing worse than a smart dumb nigga.
Bro, these bras can't even hear on the damn show, bro. He never said he wanted somebody wild. He said he wants to get that wow factor. Like,
You have to read this story.
We got some dumbass motherfuckers floating around this country. Dumbass motherfuckers, you know?
Oh,
Yeah, like you know,
I'm sorry.
if
You
you're
did
in
sound
yeah.
like wild, but it was wild.
Mhm.
Sorry.
No,
Yeah.
you good?
Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay. No balloon bag? Okay. Other than that, is he your type?
Yeah, he's handsome. I think you're very handsome. You're
Thank you.
chocolate. I like that.
Thank you.
Is she your type?
If you don't give me that wow factor, you know I'm butterflies and Michael Jackson. You know, you give me butterflies. You know what I'm saying? But she pretty though. You know what I'm saying? But just not for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your name, your age, and your occupation.
Hi, my name is Remy. I am a behavior analyst. I work with kids with autism, and I'm 29.
Okay. And why did you pop?
I just kind of wanted to hear him out a little bit, but I just wasn't really feeling the vibe. So,
No problem.
but you are handsome though.
Yeah.
You know, is she your type?
Yeah, she's my type though. Yeah. I
Is she
would.
your type?
You know, like
Butterflies,
she
no?
give me the butterflies. If I was in the grocery store, I'd be like, hey, hello, how you doing? Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Is he your type?
Yeah.
He is handsome. I mean, usually a little taller, but
Hey, that's
I think
fine.
you're very handsome. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look like my man got a rollie on his wrist too.
Okay. You do have to unpop balloons. Let me let the ladies ask you a question.
Okay.
Okay. Your name, your age, and your occupation.
My name is Nietzsche. I'm 35 and I'm commercial cleaning.
And do you have a question?
Do you like me?
Yeah, you fine. I like that dress.
That's why?
Yeah. No. Beautiful. Long hair, natural. It says that you give me them butterflies, what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You got me on that Johnny Gill. Maybe want to say my. You know what I'm saying? Sure looking.
My man taking it back old school on him.
Yeah, you have to read this story.
Next thing you know, he gonna pull out the Tevin Campbell, you know what I mean? Can we talk for a minute?
You ugly motherfucker.
Bruh, just stay current, bruh. You out here pulling out Johnny Gill. You know what I mean? Come on, dog. Just stay current.
Good tonight, you feel me? But yeah, like I would like to get to know you, talk to you, see if we got chemistry, cook something up,
So you big on appearance first, so.
That's the first thing that'll draw me to you, but now that I'm sitting here, I feel them vibrations, you know what I'm saying? We on the same frequency. That's what I feel. What about you? I don't know, I could be wrong.
You said one question, no more questions. Okay.
Got me out here rolling now.
Yeah, man. Talk to him. You know what I mean? Let the ass know. He out here. He out here. Look, she in the back. She laughing.
You have to read this.
She right here. She laughing. You know what I mean?
Your name, your age, and your occupation.
Talk to him.
I'm Shakora. I'm 32 and I'm a personal banker.
Do you have a question?
Yeah. So what are you looking for in a relationship?
I'm looking for compatibility, someone who's down to earth, someone who has a lot of charisma. You push me, I push you.
Okay.
A best friend, homie, lover, and friend.
Okay.
That's what I'm looking for. I'm big on that old school stuff.
Old school love. Okay.
Old school.
I can dig it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, could I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What type of music do you like?
R&B.
Okay. Yeah,
old
me
school.
too. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That's my vibe. Yeah. Young but old soul. Let go.
Okay. Okay.
Damn, I think he gonna see. I think his swag. He gonna have. He gonna have both of them. Both of them. They might actually try to compete for him now. Cause he went up and actually talked the talk with him. But who knows?
I'm gonna let you ask the two ladies a question.
Okay.
And speak up so she can hear you.
Okay. Let me see. What would be your biggest attribute that you would give me if you were my woman?
Okay.
I mean, that really, it varies.
If you're my woman.
I can give all type of attributes.
It's just, what is your biggest strength that you could offer a man?
Well, I'm super supportive. With everything.
Okay. I like that.
Okay. Did you hear the question?
Yes. I would say comprehension. When you're dating someone, you don't want to just be able to communicate. You want to be able to comprehend that person, understand them, and where they're coming from.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, I'm gonna let the ladies ask you a question.
They already asked the question, Shawty.
What's your biggest attribute?
Biggest attribute is I'm a fighter, no matter what. Hard times, good times, I'm fighting. I'm gonna push you, no matter what. I'm here. Ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
Okay, and your question.
Do you have any children?
No children.
Okay. No children. Okay.
Do you have children?
I do. I have 2.
You have 2?
Yes. Is that a deal breaker for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All that swag just to run into a single mom. Bruh, stop going on these shows like swagging these girls, bruh.
You have to read
Y'all
this
gotta stop
story.
going on these shows trying to swag these girls. Cause y'all gonna get let down every time. All that swag and ran right into a single mom, bruh.
You ugly motherfucker.
Beautiful though, but it's just, tired of being a stepdad, I wanna
Hey, at least he said it, bruh. Tired of that shit.
You have to read
Sick
this
and
story.
tired of that shit. Sir, everybody tired of it. I'm not. Like I said, for those who don't know, who watch my content, I am married and I have 3 kids. I have 3 girls too, man.
You ugly motherfucker.
Each one of them, dog. 3 girls. Anyway, yeah, man, I can't. Some of my best homies, like growing up, they did it. One of my right hand man did it for years. I think he came into the relationship. The girl was maybe like 8, 7, 8. She's getting ready to get out of high school now, so I don't know. Or she's probably out of high school. My other homie, I think his bro had 2 before he met with her, and they got kids together. So it's just, I don't know. I never been in that experience, to me personally, per se. So everything I'm saying is just take it with a grain of salt. But I just know I can't do it, because I'm not about to. It's not for the reasons people say online. It's just for me personally. Like, I'm here to plant my flag in the ground. I'm not really here to. I don't want to do stuff other people's way. You know what I mean? Like, even with my content, like I could chase after the like even with content creation, I'm making my own content. I infuse certain things into it. Like, I'm from the DMV area and I got, go-go clips and stuff like that I play. I got things that I do, but I'm my own person. Like the way I talk, or even the shorts I make, I do them. Other people, they can make the same short and talk about the relationship talk shit. I'm just making the short, like goofing off, making fun of people, like roasting, basically. You know what I mean? So to me, I want to do things my way. I don't want to impose on nobody. I want to do things my way, and I can't necessarily, to my belief, I can't do that with a woman who's had kids. You know what I mean? I want my own stake in this world. You only here once, so if I come back after dying, I'll let y'all know. But to my knowledge and everybody else's knowledge, you're only here once. So that's my thing. So
Look,
I want,
fine.
yeah. You beautiful though, but I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, well, goddamn, shit, it's all good though. But
That's fine. That's your preference. That's fine.
Yeah.
Did you want to talk? You said it's a deal breaker?
Yeah, shit, well.
Let's find out why she popped.
Cause she a baby mama too.
I feel like the question that he asked me, I just kind of like pushed it back on him and he was kind of hesitant. So, but that's something that you asked me. So I feel like he was kind of hesitant with the question. But
Yeah, I respect it. I respect your mind. Those are your choices.
Okay. Unfortunately, all the balloons have been popped. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Catch After the Pop for exclusive interviews hosted by Christine Olivier. Check the description for
the complete package.
You ugly motherfucker.
Kevin Samuels Jr. about to go up this joint.
That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, let's bring in our next single gentleman.
They definitely gonna pop on you. They gonna see straight through it.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good, your mic.
Oh, you tall.
Yes.
Never mind.
Okay. All right, let's start with your name, your age, and your occupation.
My name is Bailey. I'm 35. I'm a college football coach, entrepreneur, and I do government contracting.
Okay, Bailey.
Yeah.
Well, you have no pop balloons. I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask the ladies a question.
Okay. First of all, y'all look nice. Y'all came prepared. For sure. So, what's the main reason you think you guys can be of value to a man that's kind of actually looking for a trophy? What that look like?
Bro, if you're looking for a trophy, you don't go online on a Pop the Balloon show looking for a trophy. That's first and foremost. I don't care if you're Bill Gates. I want you to think of every, real quick, I want you to think of every rich 10 million, 100 million, 200 million, 1 billionaire that you see in the world, that you know of. Now, some of them are married, some of them just have girls and stuff like that, whatever. But have you seen any one of them go on a Pop the Balloon show to find love? Not one of them. These girls up here are not trophy wives. These are girls for right now. You know what I mean? Whether you want to take one serious long term or something, you know what I mean? That's on you. But you're not about to find a trophy wife on a TV show. First off, a trophy wife got to be a baddie. And unless I know I have poor vision, even with lenses, but
You have to read this
from
story.
what I see, I mean they're real cute, beautiful, but I mean, like I don't want to say they're like gorgeous, you know what I mean? But they got to be like top notch to be a trophy wife. You know what I mean? Come on now. Do you see a trophy wife up here? Stanley Cup wife up here. Not a Lombardi trophy. Not a Heisman trophy. Not an MVP trophy.
You have to read this
Not a
story.
finals trophy. A whole Stanley Cup out here. Anyway.
Okay, let's start with you giving us your name, your age, and your occupation.
Nietzsche 35, commercial cleaning. And you said repeat the question?
Like, what you bring to the table? Like, what's your value? What you believe?
Yeah, asking that goofy ass question is gonna do it, bro. You don't ask that question.
You can. Oh wait.
Okay, why'd you pop?
The whole bring to the table thing, I'm just not.
Bring to the table for sure.
Yeah.
You don't have no value.
No, it's not about that, but when I just hear when you word it, bring to the table.
Okay, I respect that.
Okay. I'm gonna ask the ladies. I'm gonna have the ladies answer your question.
Okay.
Okay, your name, your age, and your occupation.
Michelle, I'm 32 and I'm a nurse.
Okay.
When you ask what do you bring to the table,
Yeah.
I'm the table.
I like that. For sure.
I'm the table. That's all that needs to be.
For sure. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing worse than a smart dumb nigga.
Okay. Your name, your age, and your occupation.
I have nothing to say about that. Not good or bad. It's just it is what it is.
My name is Haja, and I'm 31, and I'm a pharmacy tech. See, bring the table. Yeah, like she said, just me. It's whatever I have or whatever I could offer at that moment. So.
Okay.
Your name, your age, and your occupation.
Beverly, 32, speech pathology assistant. I don't like the way you worded that.
You don't like how I worded that? I see. Y'all went to popping like.
Yeah, I really wanted to pop my balloon, but I wanted to talk to you and address that because.
Talk to me.
Yeah, like I kind of wanted to ask you a question.
Okay, ask me a question.
What do you bring to the table?
Stability. For me, I don't know if the question confused you, but
It's not confusing, but when you ask a woman, what does she bring to the table? Because when you're looking for a partner, shouldn't you build together?
Yeah.
And this is exactly why I say you don't go on these shows looking for a trophy wife. Because would you ever hear a trophy wife, a potential trophy wife, say when you're looking for a partner? A trophy wife already knows she's going to be put up how she needs to be taken care of. She's looking to be of service first. Then you get the value back. But it just seems to be these women on the show don't get it. It's like anything in the world. Like when you go buy a new tool, a screwdriver, yes, you're going to be able to screw doors in and screw the backs of remotes in, and you get your son a remote control car, you screw the little back piece off, put the batteries, you can screw it back in. Yes. But what did you have to do first to get that? You had to pay, right? So that's the value you get first. You have to do first, then you get it out. No different than anything else you want in life. If you want to learn something, okay, you go to somebody who has the knowledge. The game is to be sold, not told. Shout out to CJ because he always talks about it. You give your value first, then you get the value back. That's the number one thing that guys and just people in general got to understand. You give your value first, then you get it back. That makes it all the worth getting back. Not you just go and get it for free. Because if you get it for free, that means somebody else gave it to you and they didn't get anything back from it. So I give my value first. I pay to learn this information first. If I'm a woman, I contribute to him first. Then I get the rewards. Then I get the full-time security. Then I get the provisioning. Then I get the gifts, trips, and all that other goofy stuff. Then I get put up to where maybe I don't have to work. Then I become a mom, or if we get married and stuff like that. You have to do first, then you get it back. But bras don't understand none of this, and that's why coming on the show claiming you're looking for a trophy wife is just stupid. You know what I mean?
You ugly motherfucker.
And as far as her, she could say she don't like it, and that's fine if a woman says they don't like the fact that people are going to have this disposition about it. But regardless of if she like it or not, you're still under that gun. So you're going to provide that whether you like it or not. It's no different when they understand it halfway because they deal with it on their beauty. Some girls put it out there sexually. They don't just dress comfortably. They put makeup on. So if a girl put makeup on, she already is putting out first. She's already appealing herself up first. She's already trying to appease you first. Then she gets what she gets out of it. I mean, most of the times they deal with the wrong people because they don't know how to see who's worth dealing with. But that's a whole nother subject. But they already kind of understand it. But this woman's just acting like I don't like it. Like it doesn't make sense that I have to bring something. It's like, okay, well, I mean, does it make sense that a guy has to bring something? When the last time somebody does anything for free? I'm never doing nothing. Yeah, if your job stopped paying you right now, woman, if your job stopped paying you right now, they just all of a sudden, you kept doing your job and they just stopped. They did one thing. They didn't cut you a check. Would you continue to do it? The answer is no. I get that you like it and you love it. You may have a sense of purpose from it, but you're going to stop doing it. Why? Because they're not giving you something back. At that point, they ain't bringing nothing to the table. You get the difference? So you're doing something for them and you're not getting nothing in return. It's messed up if your job did that, but that's no different than a guy and girl. I'm not just going to do for my lady or do for my wife and she don't do nothing back for me. No. That ain't how it works, shawty. And you are on this show, you know what I mean? I mean, you better figure it out because you ain't in the best of physical shape, but I'm not knocking you on your physical appearance, but you need to do something to get something in return. You're not just going to get it up front for free. Even if you do manage to get whatever you want up front, it ain't going to be free. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? Ruth Chris and McDonald's, both of them sell burgers. The only difference is somebody charges you up front and somebody charges you on the back end. Either way, there's going to be payment. Either I'm going to give to you first Like in Roof Chris, you gonna come sit and I'll give you the food first and then you pay? Or McDonald's, they just gonna get the money up front and then they're gonna give you what they get at the next window. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna give value. You're gonna give up. You're gonna bring something to the table, or you're not gonna be at the table. Period. Now, guys should stop asking that goofy question. But hey, it ain't me. You know, his ugly ass.
Ugly motherfucker.
Yeah,
You
when
know?
you're building together, you got to have something that you
You're
can
coming to
build.
the table together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well, okay, cool. Okay, now we making headway. Okay, so I'm coming to the table. I know I have XYZ. What he said he does private. I forgot what he said. I know he said college football coach, and he does government contracting. I don't know what that entails. Whatever. He probably makes over 100,000. If he's a college football coach, I'm pretty sure he probably makes over 100,000, 150, maybe 200, something like that. Okay, cool. I'm coming to the table with 200K annually. What are you going to do if I bring you on my team? Like, what are you going to do if we're going to be in, okay, I live in this home and I have 200,000. I have a bigger home, nice cars, new cars, whatever. I can afford trips. Okay, what are you going to do if I bring you in here? Go. That's the difference. You better say something. You better say, like that girl on IG last week. She said, I ate your meat up and made you, defecate on yourself. You better say something. I mean, that's whatever, but it's something. You ain't just gonna live in this house for free.
Read this story.
Negro kids don't even live in my house for free. I got an 11-year-old daughter. She be busting suds like a mug.
No.
I make food. Okay, I make food. Set food out for your sisters. You got certain doors at night that you need to lock. Clean your room. Help me with this. Help your mom with this. When I bring groceries home, like because I get off of work and then I go do the grocery pickup, I come home. Okay, here, you gonna help me put all this stuff away. You're not about to just be here for free. That ain't how it work. And it damn sure ain't gonna be how it work when you 32 and possibly a single mom. No. You ain't getting it for free. You coming off something. What you coming off, I don't know. But you better figure it out.
What you willing to compromise? Because at the end of the day, I believe, for me, I'm from Louisiana, so our beliefs and our roots are a little different. So I'm more the type to say, hey, what you bring what make you different from everybody else that's here? You know what I mean? Like, everybody say they single, everybody say they the one, everybody say that they the trophy. What make you different? That's all. That's all I mean. What make you feel like that you can be the one?
Your name, your age, and your occupation.
I'm Knowledge. I'm a licensed cosmetologist, business owner, writer, poet. And what else? I'm sorry. 42.
And what do you bring to the table?
I bring myself, someone that's always willing to grow, become a better version of myself, constantly evolving, love, loyalty, honesty.
For sure.
Okay. Your name, your age, and your occupation.
I'm Daw. I'm 41. I'm a pharmacy tech, along with being a serial entrepreneur.
Okay.
Could you rephrase the question? I think I heard you down there a little bit, but I just wanted to make sure I heard what I heard.
Look, I'm a Southern man, so for me personally, it's all about the values.
Okay.
You know, like at the end of the day, like, for me to say if I want to date you or make you my woman, like, what is it? What is it?
I heard a table.
Like, what you bringing? Like, I guess confuse you, but what is it that you have to where I can say, okay, she's worth for me to say, hey, let me make her my lady. You know what I mean?
Okay, first off, I am the table.
Okay.
Wait till they show. I'm not gonna say nothing. Just wait till they show the other shot of her in the front.
You have to read this story.
That's all I'm gonna say.
And results.
Okay.
I'm very resourceful.
Okay.
I'm manageable.
Okay.
I have a degree in finance.
Okay.
That don't help me at all. Especially somebody who's a college football coach. He probably does more than you're doing with the degree in finance. So
I do a lot of different things. I get things done like at the drop of a dime, typically. So I wouldn't say that I am the plug, but I am the connect.
You're the plug, for sure.
I didn't say I was a plug. I said I'm the connect.
Right.
So I might be resourceful in a lot of different ways. So my attributes kind of come in the clutch, you might say. Like when
I mean, that's a good enough answer. Just you should have just started with that. Don't this whole I am the table stuff. That's the biggest crock of BS ever. How you the table and y'all, man? I'm not about to roast. But how y'all the table and y'all? I mean, it is what it is.
Don't think that you need me. You really need me.
Okay.
And it's okay to get advice or get guidance or leadership from your woman if in that area she's more knowledgeable than you are. Submissiveness goes a long way, but I think it's important for everybody to know their role, and when you know where you fit in, you can make a difference.
Right.
So it's not always about being the person that stands out, but you got to be able to fit in.
So if I give you 50,000, what you gonna bring back to me? What you gonna bring back to the table?
Probably $1 million. $1 million.
And that's what I'm looking for. 'Cause
We got some dumbass motherfuckers floating around this country. Dumbass motherfuckers, you know?
You have to read this story.
There are very few mediums that you can give 50,000 and turn it into $1 million, at least in years. It's not going to be in a year. I don't think there's one way you can turn $50,000 into $1 million. The only way I think you can turn $50,000 capital into $1 million is if you're gambling. Other than that, you're not going to make it in any other realm of investment. You put it into a high yield savings account. That's what, 3, 4, 5, 6%. So 6% of $50,000, whatever. You ain't getting that back you ain't going to turn that into $1 million for 20 years, 30 years. Real estate, you put that down on a duplex or a rental property or anything like that. You ain't turning that into $1 million in 20 years. $50,000 on a car. Maybe you rent it out. Maybe you do advertising with it or something like that. You put on Turo. You ain't gonna turn that into $1 million if ever. Or if you do, it's gonna be 20, 30 years. What other way? The stock market. You put $50,000 into a stock. That's not gonna have to turn into $1 million in years and 10, 20 years anyway. What else? I mean, there's no investment opportunity where you give somebody $50,000 and they turn it into $1 million. The only way that happens is gambling. And if there is a way your $50,000 turns into $1 million, it's going to be after 30 years. I stamped that. So this whole thing is just, I don't even know what to say. Like,
me, I'm a businessman.
That's
so at
nothing.
the end, I don't want you to get the 50K
I've owned
and go get
multiple
the shopping and buying purses. That come
before.
later.
It's not, purses is not even
For sure.
the thing. You know what I'm saying? Just
and if you buying purses, you can't even do retail arbitrage with 50K. If I gave her 50K and she buys stuff and sell it, like you buy stuff at Target and you sell it on Amazon.com and make money, you ain't going to turn that into $1 million unless it's 10, 20 years down the line. Like, where you just threw out this arbitrary number of $1 million. There's nothing. $50,000 does not turn into $1 million in almost no legal realm or illegal realm. With 50K, you can't even get 50 pack. Like, you can't even get 50 of them things for that. Now, for gas, I mean, if you're selling weed, like, okay, what I mean, what you getting a good pound for? 220, like 2,000 something. You know what I mean? Like, okay, 50 of them. Even if you get them gone at double the price, like, come on now, we talking what, 150 something? Like, bro, there's no way you're turning $50,000 into $1 million. And if there is a way, it's going to be after 30 years of you doing that, and it's going to have to be set it and forget it. Unless you're gambling. That's the only way I think you can walk into a casino with $50K and play Baccarat or what's the shit with the ball spins around? Roulette. That's the only way.
I see the mindset.
Yeah.
You do have some pop balloons. Let's find out why these ladies popped. Give us your name, your age, and your occupation.
I'm Crazia. I'm 37. I'm a flight attendant and a social worker.
Okay.
And why did you pop?
The question for me was just kind of cringy.
The question was cringy?
Yeah, I didn't like how you worded it, and
Okay.
I don't know. So it was kind of a turn off. But I think you're very handsome, though.
But he is your type.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Is she your type?
Yeah, she look nice. Yeah, she's nice.
What makes her your type?
You know, she put it together, you know. She got a little, you know, nice look. She came ready. So she cool.
Okay. Your name, your age, and your occupation?
My name is Remy, and I'm 29, and I'm a behavior analyst. So, what?
Why'd you pop?
Okay. Honestly, I didn't like the question either. I think it could have been worded differently. Like you said, what makes you you, or what makes you unique? I think it could have just been worded differently. So.
I got you. I respect that.
The problem is, even if he worded it differently, y'all still gonna give the same generic answer. Y'all not about to say nothing. Y'all either gonna say something that's evidently false or something that every other girl's gonna say. So I say, what makes you different from every girl standing next to you? Y'all all gonna say, I'm supportive. Half the girls gonna say that. Y'all all gonna say, you know, I'm a go-getter. Half the girls gonna say that. You know what I mean? Y'all don't appear, y'all don't present any different than the next girl. This girl with the Eve haircut got her, you know, got her yitties out. And this girl right here got her yitties out. You know what I mean? Every girl up here, besides the girl with the short hair, has probably got fake hair. Y'all all got makeup on. Like, come on now. Y'all literally are not differentiating yourself from the next girl. Just standing next to you. So how are you differentiating yourself from millions of women? You're not.
Okay. Now, is he your type other than that?
Not necessarily. I mean, you are handsome, but not necessarily, no.
Is she your type?
Yeah, she cool. I mean, you know, if I see her, I'll say something to her. She cool.
Okay. Your name, your age, and your occupation?
Shakura, I'm 32 and I'm a personal banker.
And why did you pop?
I just didn't like the question. I feel like you going down the line, you could have been more detailed about it and saying like what you really were looking for. It was like a cliche question. Like everybody says, like, what do you bring to the table? Like that's just like, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I respect it. I mean, you here, so I need to know. I want to kind of fast forward and kind of know, you know, exactly what you bring. So I respect it.
Yeah.
Okay. Is she your type?
She cool. I see her. I'll say something to her, you know.
Is he your type?
And normally people who don't bring nothing are always gonna, they're always gonna have the big wild brash idea. But if you have something to say, compete. You're gonna compete anyway. Whether I'm looking at you or not, you're gonna be competitive anyway. So it's no different than applying for a job. You're gonna have to submit a resume or proof that you know the skill that I'm, whatever the thing that the job is for anyway. Just me coming out and asking you, do you know it, makes no difference. You're going to have to show competency anyway. It don't matter if I ask you or don't ask you. You're going to have to show me that you're worth it. You know what I mean? Or we just going to have fun, you know, bust you down and, you know, throw you away, unless that's what you want. But you know what I mean?
He's handsome. If we were out, I wouldn't say anything to him. I'm a little shy, but you know, he's cool. He's nice looking.
Thank you.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
Okay. Okay. You do have some unpopped balloons. I'm going to let the ladies ask you a question.
it. For sure.
Okay. What's your question?
Where do you see yourself in, I'm not going to say 5 years. Where do you see yourself in 4 years?
Okay, 4 years where I see myself.
As
I
if
got
that
a good
makes a
battle rhythm
difference.
right now. So, you know, what I'm doing right now the progression is good. So I definitely see myself, of course, more financially stable. I'm doing good right now. I'm a family guy, so I love the family. I'm from Louisiana, so I love taking care of my family, my aunties, my mom, and I just for everybody to be happy. So ownership, closing deals, that type of
You
stuff. I
might want to give
do.
up that everybody being
I'm big in
happy thing,
athletics,
but
so I love to
other than
see
that,
the young generation, all the young athletes come up in the game and kind of see them flourish. So in the next 4 years, I see myself kind of being more that mentor like I am right now and just kind of continue guiding the next generation.
Okay.
Okay. Your question?
Do you have any kids?
Yeah, I got kids.
That's a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Do you have any kids?
No, I don't have no kids.
You'll be all right. That's fine.
Okay. Your question?
What's your relationship like with God?
Man, I love God. I fear him too. So it's Lent season. Of course, I'm fasting right now. So I look at that. That's important to me. It's very important to me. That's my roots. That's where I come from. And I'm going to stick by that. I done been in situations that he done brought me through, and I'm not afraid to say that. So it's strong with me. I definitely can tell you that.
I know you said you have kids, but how many?
I got 4 kids.
bruh, I don't. At this point, it don't even make sense for me to like. Everybody else is going to talk about love and relationships in a certain way. I'm only attacking the people. I'm not attacking none of these people, but I'm only highlighting this because these are the people that come on these Pot to Balloon to find love. The guys and the girls. Give it up. First off, y'all say this whole "what's your relationship with God like?" It doesn't matter. Because it doesn't matter. Because even if he says he's God-fearing and the woman say they God-fearing, they're going to smash before getting married. So that's the reason why it don't matter. You're not going to do what God said to do anyway. Number 2, both the guys now and most of the girls, 95% of the girls and probably 90% of the guys already have children. So y'all already coming into it not doing what God said to do. Then y'all asking somebody else, how are you going to listen to what God said to do? The answer is evidently no, because they're not currently doing it. 2, it's a waste of time because the dudes that come, we just had our last episode, dude had 6 kids looking for a woman. Bro, go take care of your children. This guy has 4 children. I get it. You make money, you probably want love or something like that. Just go. And this is why CGA, shout out to CGA. I gotta give him his credit because he's probably the only person that talks about this. Just go to the JUCO, as he would say. Bruh, you have 4 kids. Why are you continuing to date? Just to be with a woman who doesn't have kids, and then you're gonna make more kids. Once you have kids with that person, whether it's 1, 2, or whatever, guy or girl, you should stop having kids. Only people who should have kids are people who are married and are actively in a marriage. Outside of that, you should not have kids. And that's what God says to do, because you should have sex outside of marriage. I'm not the Bible thumper. That's just what's in the book that y'all claim y'all bang. So that's what the book says. I'm not saying doing that because I didn't write the book. But that's how I feel. I have 3 kids now. If I was in any situation where I was not with my wife, whether it was divorce, somebody like she passed or whatever, like, or she wanted to leave or whatever, I would not have no more children. That defeats the purpose. Children, you need 2 people to make children. Children should be in a marriage. If not, there's no need for children at all. Like, at all. So, y'all coming into this show, Arlett's show, kicking it with Too Cool, the girl from St. Louis, y'all coming into these shows and y'all just baby daddies and baby mamas. Cool. Just be baby daddies and baby mamas. Ask questions related to being baby daddies and baby mamas. Is your baby daddy in jail? How is he crazy? Is he still active in your kid's life? And girls, y'all can ask that to the guy too. Is your baby mama crazy? Does she have the kids? Okay, cool. What are other goofy questions y'all gotta ask? What do you like to do on the weekend? You know what I mean? Do you drink or smoke? Because some baby mamas and baby daddies don't drink or smoke. Where do you live? What do you do for work? Asking all these abstract questions as if y'all some smart theological person or something like that is stupid. It's just dumb. 4 kids up here acting very astute and very I guess he dressed well. He has a decent set of jobs and stuff like that. He seems like a big family oriented person. And up here with 4 kids, like, nigga, give it up. You don't need to be on the show. Just go buy some box, bruh.
Yeah, you have to read this story.
And it's no different if the woman's on the other shoe. You up here, okay? What do you bring? If a woman asks a guy like, "Are you how?" I'm waiting for sex. I'm waiting for marriage until sex, but you got 3 kids by 3 different guys. Just give it up. Nobody's buying this no more. And let me say this before I get back into the video real quick. Somebody asked me like, why do I think the world's in chaos? Like everything, there's all this stuff with Trump. There's all this stuff with like Diddy. There's all this stuff with wars. There's all this stuff in our food. There's all this information online. AI is taking over. Somebody asked me like, why do I think all this is coming to a head? Like all of this is bubbling up. People think it's the end of the world. I don't think it's the end of the world. Evidently, it's clearly not the end of the world. What I think it is just the scab has came off. There was a cut. Every year there's a cut. Not every year there's a cut, but there's a cut. And then it scabs. You know, a cut scab, you know, you get a scab on a cut. Eventually, the scab will fall off and the skin will be there. But we've been on our BS so long, pulling away at it, lying, cheating. Baby mamas, baby daddies. You got the child support court. You got marriage laws. You got people in these businesses lying, cheating, stealing y'all. China just came out saying y'all buying $50,000 Birkin bags they made in the same shop where this $100 bag was made. And now they're giving people the link to buy the Louis Vuitton bag at price, like at the purchase price there, what they make it for there. It's all lies. It's all fake and generated. You think people are one-hit wonders in the music business? No, they're not one-hit wonders. They were people who got into the music business and came across people that said, "Hey, you want to put an album out, right? Let me tap them buns." That's all that happened. You know what I mean? So I look at one-hit wonders differently. Like, man, now I only really listen to one-hit wonders, not because they one-hit wonders, but because I know that their integrity is solid. They're not gonna give up their buns just to be a rapper. Look at the rappers. They all talk about what they do and don't do and stuff like that. Like, bruh, they all lying to y'all. The biggest gangster rappers are frauds. But they tote guns 24/7 on music videos. Same with the women. The women talking about, I don't need no man to stand the fourth. They be married, got husbands, and go home to their husbands. Like everything in life is a lie, and it's just coming to a head now that there's not one place you can put your head in. You can't put your head in the sand no more. So that's why I think all this is going on in the world. And it's the same with this stuff on the Pod the Balloon Show of Fine Love. The same exact shit. It's crazy out here.
Pop that.
You have any kids?
No.
Okay. Your name, your age, and your occupation?
I'm Knowledge. I'm a licensed cosmetologist. What was the other question? 42?
Yeah.
I don't like telling my age.
It don't matter because we can see it. You 40 something. Just be 40 something. Like you know what I mean? You already showing.
You have to read this story.
You got it all out there for sale. You know what I mean? I mean, you got them out, and I guess if you got them, flaunt them. But
What are some of your character traits?
Man, to be honest, what's my character traits? I'm loyal for sure. Dedicated, hardworking. That's something.
You're not loyal. Go be loyal to the woman you had kids with, nigga. Prime example, dog. This the stuff I'm talking about. Dudes can just get on this Pod the Balloon Show of Fine Love and say that they loyal. The same way a girl can. I'm God-fearing. Okay, you have 4 kids with somebody. What did God say about making kids and leaving them? Were you married? Go be with that woman, bruh. Y'all just be saying anything on these Pod the Balloon Shows of Fine Love. I'm tired of that shit. It's goofy and it's lame.
Things that people know about me. And it's stuff like that kind of stick with me. You know, people know about, they come to Bailey, they know Bailey gonna get it done. They can stand, they can trust him. He's trustworthy, and that's always been who I am all my life. So I'm the guy that you can come and you need some things done. He gonna get it done.
How many different baby mothers do you have?
Whoa, 2.
Have you ever been married?
Almost. I'm ex-military too, so I was in the military for 4 years, second lieutenant. So things didn't work out, So
Are you Muslim?
no, I'm not Muslim.
Okay.
I need to be Muslim.
No, I heard you say something about Lent or.
Yeah. So I practiced it. I'm not, back home. If you know anything about Louisiana, we big on the Catholic religion. I'm not Catholic, but I practice a lot of the things that they do. So
Exactly. And this is exactly why I call out this BS. Dog, y'all not really Christians. This is why I hate the God frame. Like anytime somebody says something about God frame, it make my skin boil. Cause y'all not God frame. Y'all hop religions. Y'all be having 3-4 baby mamas. Then y'all want to like ask that question to another person. Are you God fearing? Are you going to obey God's word? Like, dog, you not even obeying God's word. And this goes for the guy and the girl. This is not just on him. This goes for any woman too. Y'all not living by God's word. And I'm not saying I am. But what I'm also not doing is portraying it 24/7. Acting like I'm filtering through people by who follows God's word. 4 kids, 2 baby mamas. You know what I mean? And he talking about he loyal. Okay, well, be loyal to one of them kids, nigga. And it's no different if a broad said it. You know what I mean? What you bring to the table? I'm a woman. I'm waiting for marriage. I'm a wife. Like, I'm God fearing. Okay, well, go be God fearing with one of your baby daddies. Unbelievable.
it's everybody look at Mardi Gras as a big celebration, a big party, but at the same time, we're giving up something to get better. So, once Mardi Gras is over with, Fat Tuesday and all that good stuff over with, it's Lent season. So we're giving up something to get better. So I'm all about that. You got to give something up to get better, sacrifice something. What you willing to sacrifice? So that's the reason why I kind of asked the question in the middle early on, like what you would.
Yeah, all right. Now I understand it. Lent, okay. Yes, you got to give to receive. You can't if your hand is open, it should be open because you gave something, and now you're going to get your hand filled. Not your hand is filled because you just want something. Then I fill your hands with something, and then you don't give nothing in return. No. You needed to give something. That's why your hand is open. Then you get something in return. So it makes sense. You need to give up something to get better.
Willing to sacrifice, what you compromise, what you're willing to give up to get to that next level.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be stagnant. I'm all about getting better every single day. That's me.
Same here, but I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm just now kind of finding out more about Louisiana and hearing more about it since I've been here.
Okay.
Yeah.
You need to go there. It's a great place.
And your question?
Like, what is your idea of like gender roles, and do you consider yourself to be a provider, or what type of man?
And this is why I say no PG.
Or you?
Yeah,
in a
definitely a provider. Like me, to be honest with you, I'm not big.
This is the reason why I say no PG. The reason why I say no PG is the no means no, evidently. PG, the provider and God fearing. The moment a woman asks any two of those questions about are you a provider or are you God fearing, just walk away. The whole thing is a wash. Just walk away. I already explained why I don't like the God fearing part. Now let me explain why I don't like the provider part. It piggybacks off the God fearing part. The reason I don't like the God fearing part is because if any of these people, guy or girl, actually read that Bible, went through it enough, they will realize that all their goofy ideas about what a guy and woman relationship is supposed to be like, it's not in the book. And the biggest part about that is the provision part. So you will search the Bible up and down. If you care to search the Bible up and down, you will not find no verses that says a man is just supposed to pay for a woman's provisioning. You won't find verses that says the man is solely the only person who is supposed to work or provide for the family. You won't find any things that say a woman cannot provide or should not provide. You won't find any verses that says a man is supposed to provide for a woman's gifts, trips, books, things like that, or even things that are closely associated with them. Marriage, from what I understand in the Bible, is all what's the word? Duty. In duty, when you have a job, you have a duty. Like, let's say I protect my kids at night, right? I'm up. It's midnight. My kids are asleep. My family sleep. I'm on duty protecting my kids. So that's what I'm supposed to do. I have a job to do. That's what marriage is. A marriage is we both have jobs to do. Now, we both have jobs where you may make money, I may make money, I may make all the money, this, that, and the fourth, but I'm not here. My duty is not to just provide your happiness. Happiness is something that actually your spouse is not supposed to provide you. You're supposed to provide that for yourself. At least biblically speaking, right? So when women say this whole provider thing, it's just like you're basically just trying to skirt around the question of, are you going to buy me shit? And I'm cool with if you want to skirt around the question of, are you going to buy me something? I'm not a passive person in that way, like about things that people want. I'd rather you just flat out tell me, and I can flat out tell you no. So if you want me to buy you something, I will let you know. If I feel like buying you something, I will get you something. Now, you're not going to say, I'm going to come in and do XYZ and XYZ. Well, if we were in a marriage, that's what we're supposed to, from my knowledge of what the books say, the man is supposed to set the guy rules. That's why you're supposed to go from your dad's house to your husband's house. So you don't pick up bills. That way, you ain't got to come to me thinking I'm going to provide your student loan bill. Because you went from your dad to me. You ain't got a student loan bill. You also go to your dad for me. You duck being a baby mama. So I don't have to pay bills associated with your dirty ass kid. You also, if you go from your dad to me, you don't lose time from your job. So you don't have to have a home that you got to pay for, apartment, this, that, and the fourth. Like, you don't have to have all those things. And if you also go from your dad's house to your husband's house, I just said me, but if you go from your dad's house to your husband's house, you also save yourself on trauma. So you don't have to be out here with the Tyrones and the Pookies getting tossed, smashed and dashed for nothing. And then want to put it on me like I got to pay for your therapy. No. So that's why I always call them the 4 horsemen of single dating. Trauma, which is the worst one of them all. The lost opportunity due to a job or career, being a baby mama, and debt. You tackle all 4 of those if you just go from your dad to your husband. But women don't do that. Now, I understand they can't really do that because their dads aren't there to select the guy or make sure that the guy is up to date or is somebody who is worth doing that for. But again, we screwed the pooch many years ago. I'm only explaining it, but I'm explaining it to you in the Bible sense, and that's why I hate the provider part. Because when she says provider, he's thinking, yeah, I may pay all the bills, but when she says provider, she's thinking, all right, you gonna buy me a bag? You gonna buy me a trip? You gonna buy me gifts? Like, that's not provisioning. That's providing luxuries of life. And correct me if I'm wrong, where is the biblical verse that said God is going to provide you, or a man is to provide you luxuries of life? Life don't even provide you luxuries of life. You could be born in rural China making rice, and if you don't work all day, you don't eat. So for those people who may be Christian, where's gifts, trips, and all those things involved in that? Again, it's not there. That's why I hate this whole this God-fearing part. And I'm gonna make a whole video. I'm gonna make, maybe not tomorrow, I'll probably make it next week, because I want to dot my I's and cross my T's about this God-fearing part. And this provider stuff, because it's just BS at the end of the day. And it makes me up. It don't make me upset because I don't care about none of these people, but it's just annoying.
I know a lot of women be big on the 50-50 and things like that. Do your.
And if a husband says, okay, we're going to do this and you get 50-50, or we're going to go 50-50 in the Bible, that's how, no, I'm not saying that's what's supposed to happen, but the man is supposed to set that standard. Your husband is supposed to set that standard. So if you have a husband and he says this is the standard, you're supposed to go by it. But again, nobody in the world really lives the Bible out 24/7 or how it says from front to back. They live it out as far as it's convenient for them. You know what I mean? If I pay all the bills and I tell my wife, okay, I need you to go to work. If she's truly a God-fearing woman, she's going to go to work. She's going to do what I need her to do. But these women ain't, and clearly they're not. Why? Because they have their own experience. They have their own traumas. They have their own lost opportunities. They have, half of them are baby mamas. Half of them got debt. So of course they're not going to listen to me if I'm coming in to be their husband. They're not going to listen to me. Why? Because they got those 4 horsemen of a single woman. And it don't matter to me because, like I said, I'm not screwing none of these people.
Your job, like, do what you do as a wife.
What you mean, do your job?
Do what you do as a wife. Like, make a house.
And what does that look like to you?
Make a house a home.
And what does that look like to you?
Like, taking care of the family, making sure the house good. You ain't got to worry about, like, I'm okay with the bills. You can take care of the little light bills and stuff like that, but the big bills, I got that.
Light bills.
It's whatever you want to do.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If you see, like, hey, I want to help him out a little bit, that's fine, but, you know, I'm not big on the 50-50 stuff because if that's the case, I wouldn't be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if I got to go 50-50 with you, I'm not ready. That's that's me personally. You know what I mean? So in the past, I never done 50-50 with a woman. You know.
At least he said that's him personally. And that's why I say I hate when people say this whole, are you a God-fearing person? Because that's what y'all black people claim personally. Okay, cool. Personally, you claim that. What does the book say? Because all y'all are going to claim that y'all go by the book. Okay, God ain't tell a man to just pay shit for a woman. It's not in the book. If that's the case, there's only 5% of guys in the world that can really do that anyway. So what happens to the rest of the women? Do they not get cared for because the man can't provide all their bills? Or what happens if you live in a Muslim nation, but you actually a follower of Christ? Or you live deep in Africa or in rural China, northwestern China, where the closest train is 20 hours away, 50 hours away, or 20 hours away, and you get on the train and you go to Shanghai. It's going to take you 5 days to get to Shanghai. What about that? What about if you live in rice fields and you're a follower of Christ? How does that work? How do you pay the bills then? You see what I'm saying? It's goofy. Goofy ass black people on the internet. I'm going to start roasting these goofy ass black people too. I'm going to start going smack at them. Especially the God-fearing people because it's annoying to me. Maybe that's my stake and my claim to fame in this space. You know what I mean? Going at these goofy ass people with their goofy ass ideas that ain't in the book. But yet they claim they about the book.
You know, I always feel like, me personally, I want to be the guy to be the provider. That's who I am.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you need that?
That's hers. Yeah, that's her balloon.
You want to keep it? Okay.
Let's go find out why she popped.
Why you pop your balloon?
Because you didn't go and get it for me.
Because I didn't get that balloon for you? Okay, I want to see how bad you wanted that balloon. That's the reason why I didn't get it for
Not
you.
that bad.
Clearly. Again, this is why I go at the God-fearing people, the fake Christian people. Because stuff like this.
You have to read this story.
She just popped on her balloon from a guy who could have been her potential husband and took care of her for the rest of life because she dropped her balloon and he didn't go get it. But again, is a man's job to just provide things for a woman? No, it's not in the book. So if you dropped your balloon and you wanted it bad enough and you didn't make no attempt to get it, clearly, you know what I mean? It's not in my duty. I'm not bound by God to get up and get it for you. I'm not bound to do that. And I'm glad she popped because if you were in a relationship with her or marriage with her, it'd have been 10 times worse. It'd have been 10 times worse. I'm not obligated to go do something for you. That's not my obligation. The obligation is for me to set the standard, for me to set the rules as the husband, and you to follow them. Now, my rules are going to be fair and just, but you have to follow the rules. And something as small as that just shows.
I respect that. I respect that, love. For sure. I can give you another one. You want to get another one?
And she 42 acting like that. All black people are pathetic.
You see what I'm saying? You see how you do me though?
Wait, what'd you say?
So you run a strict program too, huh?
If you go and get it, yes, I will take another balloon.
Go get you one.
No, if you
Let's bring up a balloon.
Said if you go get it,
I gotta go get the balloon. Oh, I'm good, love.
Yeah, exactly.
You ugly motherfucker.
I'm not going to get you another balloon. First off, your big ass dropped them with them big ass yitties. You and them big old yitties dropped them. So that's first and foremost. You dropped them, mess around with them big yitties. Second of all, I'm not going to get them because it ain't my job or obligation to go get them for you.
You ugly motherfucker.
I'm fine. Look, that ship done left the dock.
Okay, let's find out why they popped. Why'd you pop?
He's too short.
He's got you by a few inches. You're probably with the heels. I'm pretty sure you have heels on. You're probably 5'9", 5'10", maybe. He looked like he easily 6 foot, 6'1". He's even taller than the host, and the host is taller than you. What are we doing, dog? He's clearly taller than you.
You have to read this.
She smacked her lips like, he ain't too short.
He's too short for me.
He's too short for you.
He's taller than
Like, if
everybody
I wear
there.
heels, I'm gonna be taller than him.
What you got on now?
Okay.
Flats, but I normally wear heels, so
For
if I
sure.
wear
You're
heels.
Oh, she got on flat.
No.
Okay.
Okay. And why'd you pop?
Chivalry is not dead, and I'm a traditional woman.
You said shiver?
Yeah, chivalry is not dead.
Look at that face. I ain't gonna say nothing about it, but I'm gonna just say this. Chivalry is not a thing that is biblically, what is the word? Enforced. It's not enforced. It's all opted. You gotta opt into things in life. You know? So if you want to get in shape, there is no biblical thing that's reprimanding you for being out of shape. Now, it may advise you should take care of your body. It may say don't do things destructive to your body, like eating certain things or doing certain things to your body. But you can still eat in abundance and become big, like you are, which is fine. But if you want to be thin, if you want to be better, these are all things in life that you have to opt into, meaning you have to want to be that way and you have to want to do something about it. That still doesn't guarantee the outcome, but you have to want to be better. You have to want to lose weight. You have to want to get a better job. You have to want to give up an addiction. But he's not obligated to like be chivalrous. There's no obligation for chivalry. And these are 40-something women, but
When she said go get the balloon, you should have got the first one. That dropped on.
nope. I'm not going on the show because I cussed their ass out. As soon as she said, yeah, I'm not going to get no balloon because God doesn't mandate a man go do anything for a woman. It's all opt in. Either you opt into my program or you don't. Flat out. You dropped your balloon. You either get it or you can politely ask me, you know. But I'm not mandated by anything to go do anything for you. I'm not mandated to help you. If you about to get if your car's about to fall off the side of a cliff, I'm not mandated by God to get it, to help. It's not a mandate.
on the floor. She asked you to go get the balloon. You was on some egotistical type
mean,
of
that's
stuff.
just not. That's just. It is what it is.
It's not you. Go ahead, finish your statement.
I can't even
Go
lie. That
ahead.
ain't me, love.
It ain't you.
It ain't me.
But she just said you wanted her to have the balloon, but you didn't want to go get it for her.
Yeah.
That negated everything you just said in the last statement.
No, I mean, at the end of
You
the day,
just spoke about all of that
new
chivalry
balloon,
and a man's supposed to do this and that, but a man can't even walk over and get a balloon. Make it make sense.
A man's not supposed to do that. You big ass, like you big back, Shaka Khan face, heavy makeup having ass. You're not obligated to like men's niceties. You're not obligated in life to have privilege. You may get privilege because you're part of a family or you're liked and loved by somebody who wants to give you privilege, but you're not obligated to none of that. You're not even obligated to wake up every day. God doesn't ensure that you wake up every day. Somebody died today, and in the same breath that I'm talking, another person died that didn't want to die. You're not obligated to life. You're not obligated to health. You could have been. Shout out to the people on YouTube that be in the wheelchairs and stuff like that. They be like real small people. You're not obligated to love. You're not obligated to health. You're not obligated to having all your limbs. You're not obligated to none of that. You're not obligated to be, a man isn't obligated. Dude, God don't even ensure that you're born into a rich family. So how is it a man's job to do something that God clearly didn't do for you? Okay, you were born in the middle of Haiti with the dude down there, and all they craziness. Or you were born in Siberia. You know what I mean? You're not obligated to have a good time. You could have been born in the middle of the Amazon forest and one of them tribes with the little stick in their mouth. You're not obligated to shit out here. You goofy people don't understand. Like, y'all not obligated to nothing in life. Tomorrow is not promised for me. I can want tomorrow to be here. I'm not obligated to it. I can't look at God like, yeah, you better make me wake up tomorrow. That's not my job. You don't get obligation out here. The same way chivalry ain't, you're not obligated to somebody being chivalrous. I'm not obligated to love. Like, somebody isn't obligated to give me love. You know what I mean? That's not what a man is supposed to do. And clearly you don't understand that. That's why you on the show.
You got it.
But maybe one day you will. And your attitude will change.
Yeah. Fumbled. Thanks. Okay.
Oh, y'all she a little feisty.
Okay. All right. Unfortunately, all the balloons have been popped.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alright, that's gonna be it for this show. I can't take no more of this because this is just foolishness. Anyway, I'm gonna be on later with the Pot of Balloon to Find Love. The rest of the show, yes sir. Shout out to Arlette. Hey, and I saw that thing about Arlette's show, man. Arlette, I get why you did it. The Pot of Balloon live. I get why you did it because, hey, listen, the network come, and this is the stuff that Cat Williams talked about. They gonna come to you. It's gonna happen. If you get rich enough, famous enough, big enough, you make enough money, that they're going to come to you. You know who they are, and they're going to ask you, hey, listen, it's time to get, you going to jump in the gang or what? And maybe Arlette did. Maybe Arlette, she jumped into the gang, she with the thing, so maybe she is, but they destroying your show, boo. And just so you know. They had that one black woman on there crashing out, saying every despicable thing that black people can say just for ratings. You know what I mean? It's not real. That show is going to flop bad. But it is what it is. I can't say nothing about it. You know what I mean? Shout out to Arlette, though. I love Arlette's show. I feel like she's a pioneer of this whole thing. And she will go down in history as being one of them YouTubers that created a whole niche, a whole category. You got Kevin Samuels who blew this space up that big. You got Fresh and Fit. Shout out to Myron Fresh. Myron and Fresh. You got Fresh and Fit who made the whole interviewing girls on the podcast famous. And now there's 50 of them things online. And you got Arlette who, I don't know, I can't say Arlette did the first one like this. Because there was the smash and pass. But Arlette did it the best and she blew it up the biggest. So shout out to her for doing that. Because I remember King Sid doing 20v1s and stuff like that. So I can't say she's the first. I don't know. Maybe King Sid did. I don't know. But shout out to her, man. It is what it is. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, man. I'm getting ready to get up out of here. I got something to do. And yeah, man. It is what it is. I'll be back on in a little bit.
You ugly motherfucker.